Welcome back to the Carolina Beat. I'm your host, Christina Dees. You know, the future is mechatronics. It is a multidisciplinary engineering field that's quickly on the rise. It's in high demand across the nation, and it's high tech with a big paycheck. This is Heath. He's the program disciplinary lead, and you're going to tell us more about the program itself. But first, what is mechatronics?
Mechatronics is the accumulation of electrical systems, mechanical systems, and several other systems, including fluid power, across where these systems interchange. Nothing really happens without one or the other in some form or fashion.
And how is mechatronics different from other engineering fields?
Mechatronics here at the college, or at RCC, we do a hands-on approach. Although they do take standardized tests, where it's multiple choice, fill in the blank, they actually have to go back and show us that they can actually do what we ask them to do.
And because this is in such high demand, it's a growing field, how much money can students expect to make?
Generally speaking, locally, I'm going to say starting off $20 an hour, but when you look at the national average, you have some places where students are starting off at $50.
And can you show us some of the equipment that the students will use in the labs?
So behind us we have a FANUC 2000 robot that the students will actually manipulate in the ATR 280 class. It uses directional control valves, air cylinders, and several other components. Inside the MCC box, immediately behind us, to the left of us, we have our PLC programming, our variable frequency drives, our contactors, our fuses, and other stuff that can change and adjust on the electrical side.
And I understand this is an award-winning program. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, fortunately for the college, we had 2 students who did outstanding last year at the state competition and actually competed in the nationals. We didn't get selected for Worlds because it was an accumulation of 3 years. But this year we're going back with 2 students who are returning and 2 students who have never competed in Skills USA. So we're very excited.
Well, I got to meet some of your students, and we're going to talk to one in just a minute, but the students here seem really excited about this program. What would you say to someone who is interested in a career in mechatronics? Anyone that's
interested in a career in mechatronics has to have a certain skill set. One of the biggest things we need is self-starters and self-motivators. That's also what the industry is looking for. The stronger skill set that we could use is the ability to just show up to class. Speaking
of that, are there any special requirements to get into this program, or could anybody sign up?
Anybody can sign up who has graduated with a high school diploma or GED. We don't require any kind of experience. We'll take you through the paces and get you what you need.
Great. Well, let's check in with one of your students and hear what they have to say. All right, this is Abigail. She's a student in the mechatronics program. Abigail, you have a pretty interesting story to tell. What inspired you to even get into this program?
So, for starters, when I was younger, I've always had a knack for just messing with all kinds of machines. I used to love taking tours around my dad's plant as a kid and just seeing the different machines and robots and things that are around an industrial plant in general. When I got here, I'm an early college student, so I'm on the robotics team. That kind of inspired me to draw closer to robotics. I now mentor Jonathan Gambino. He showed me around the ropes of mechatronics and the industrial systems. I decided that this was something I was going to enjoy. And I was torn for a really long time between industrial and mechatronics, but then I started meeting some of the professors on the mechatronics side, and they encouraged me this way. So once I pretty much learned the ropes and I saw the robots that I would actually be working on, I enjoyed it.
And there's a huge future in mechatronics, and you and I were talking about it. What would you say to someone who is interested in a future or career in mechatronics?
It is most definitely worth the while. It's really experience-based, I would say. If it's something you're going to enjoy, do it. Just jump for it. I did, and I haven't turned back, and I don't have any regrets.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Carolina Beat.